Get the back of the and I know niggas because they don't like to wash their ass. Oh, that shit gay wiping in my ass. What y'all be doing about when y'all gotta brush that tongue? Oh, this look like sucking. Oh, yeah. Hey Temps, it's me, the Temperance, and welcome back to the Temperance Show, where we check your temperature on life, moods, and temptation. I hope y'all in a good mood, but even if you're not in a good mood, I hope this episode cheer you up. I feel very relaxed today, I'm not gonna lie. So my house is clean, y'all. I got up early this morning, and I just started cleaning. It just smells so good in here. It feels good in here. But let me tell y'all what happened last night. So I'm laying on the couch, and I look up because, first of all, when it rains, it pours around here because we stay in the woods. So them big ass water bugs, they just be popping out of nowhere. And some reason, I always see them, but don't never see them. Last night, I saw a spider. The spider is just sitting on the ceiling, y'all. So I'm looking at the spider. I'm sure the spider looking at me, but the whole time I'm thinking the spider dead. So I see the spider. So I'm thinking like, oh, he already dead because 3 hours go by and the spider's still in the same spot. I fall asleep on the couch, whatever, wake up, because I'm thinking I'm going to get the spider when I get up. I'm just that lazy. I was drunk last night. I was drinking on my wine and I was in my lazy shit. But anyway, wake up, don't even see the spider no more. So I'm like, oh, hell no. It was one of them granddaddy spiders. So yeah, he ain't gonna bite me. I want to talk about life as a content creator. Y'all, I have been enjoying it. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a real rich bitch.
Huh, real rich bitch. Real rich bitch.
Now, I took a week off or whatever, and honestly, I think that's gonna have to be an understanding between you and I. I'm going to have to take a break from y'all. Y'all be talking stupid sometimes. When y'all think I'm talking stupid, y'all be thinking y'all can talk stupid back to me, bitch. Hold on. You don't even know me for real. Don't piss me off. Which takes us into the first segment, parasocial relationships. Now, I don't know if y'all saw, but did y'all see Keke Palmer got proposed to over the last week? It was just a random guy. He bought a wedding ring or engagement ring, whatever, and he proposed to Keke Palmer in the middle of her doing a podcast with someone else.
He was doing some weird shit earlier. No. Girl, you should.
The stage ain't nothing but this high. Like, it was, he could have stepped up there and got close to her and harmed her or anything. Security wasn't moving fast enough. The people in the audience was just as shocked as we was. And the people on stage making jokes like, oh wow, we hope things like this was happening to us. Like, bitch, that ain't nothing to say. This motherfucker crazy and I don't even know him. And I think that was just very scary for her and stuff like that. But I got attached before, and y'all already know. Young Dolph. And I'm still attached to him. But the point I'm making is, like, you see people putting themselves out there on the internet, and you start liking what they're talking about. People start relating to what you got going on in your life. And so it's like, wow, you understand me. Because we often grow up to feel like we're so different and people don't understand us. And then when you find another motherfucker in the world that feel where you coming from, bitch, you see me and I didn't even have to say nothing. The parasocial relationships are a little strange, but you know, we just love people, and especially, like I said, when we relate to someone, we feel like we can like reach them and, you know, converse with them and have a relationship with them. It goes as far as people want to marry you and have your kids and all the other stuff. Like, that's the scary part of it, but I'm just trying to show you who I am, give you my talent. We got a few hot topics this week, y'all. Tyler Perry and Marlo. What the fuck was that? First of all, when I saw it, I said, oh, this AI. And then I looked at it close. I'm like, bitch, is that Marlo? One thing about Marlo is going to get her a billionaire. She's going to find where the money is.
What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside.
I remember going to one of those women expo conventions a few years ago, and Marlo was there and she was speaking, and she was just saying like how sometimes you got to fake it till you make it, because she grew up very poor and life wasn't handed to her. So the life that she lived as a very popular socialite, she worked her ass out to get there. But one thing we have always known about Marlo, and we got introduced to her through Nene, she gonna get her a nigga with some money. And if he white, Indian, Jamaican, Hispanic, black, she gonna find her somebody with some money. Back to this Tyler Perry thing, y'all. Tyler Perry is gay. Gay! He's not fooling no one. First of all, you had about 6 or 7 allegations come out last year alone about how the people you work with and the people who I guess they tried to date you and you was taking the shit too far or whatever. Let's talk about that for a minute. Any man that's texting another man at 11, past 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning telling you to come over to his house, bitch, you already know what's up. Ain't nothing open that late but Waffle House and legs. You was planning to get that ass up to get a get a part in his play and his movies, and he was gonna pay you. I don't know. And I'm not saying to bash Tyler Perry. I just feel like Tyler Perry is going about this the same way Shannon Sharp went about his situation, is his allegations with the whole white girl. And we all knew, Shannon, you did that shit. We knew it when we heard it and when we saw it. We was like, oh, nah, this Shannon. And so when everybody was saying that Shannon Sharp was gay, that's when he went live. Then he had this whole sex scandal with the racism, with the slavery, sex fantasy. Like, okay, all right. Tyler Perry got money. Tyler Perry got money. And if he's using Marlo as a cover up, bitch, he could have called me. He could have called your girl. Give me that money. One more hot topic. We got to move on to the next thing. Lotto is pregnant by 21 Savage. One thing about us, bitch, we are the detectives. Because we've been saying Lotto, we know you dating 21. And then she got his real name tatted. But y'all, ain't 21 married? I don't know. I'm trying not to be in that man business because I know he's still for the streets, even though he tried to have that whole campaign going about fuck the streets. You just promote your album because everything on the album was street related. We'll cut a nigga off, bleed, rat, kill your ass and your cousin. Whoa! Lotto's pregnant by 21. It's cute or whatever. And it really is so funny because now everybody bringing up, well, like a few weeks ago, where how he was hugging the wall. He was literally, I think he was walking beside Kendall. It was one of the Jenners, some Kardashians. It was one of them. Second segment, cold cases. Topics that's probably not hot anymore, but they're still relevant. Okay, so T.I. and 50 Cent. This was just male ego. Male ego. Y'all know that 50 Cent and T.I. probably had like this long going beef. It's been going on for years and years and years, even before T.I. had went to prison, because when T.I. first came out, he was calling himself the king of the South. That's when 50 Cent started calling himself king of New York. I don't know if he was trying to say king of North or king of New York or whatever. Anyway, long story short, T.I. ended up doing a concert and he brought Jay-Z on stage and he was just saying like, oh, this is the king of New York, king of the South and king of New York. 50 Cent got jealous. He was on that little mama shit. He got on stage. He started running around them like, king of New York, king of New York. Fast forward. T.I. get arrested for them gun charges and all that stuff. He ended up doing like a year, which was true that he did a year, but we don't know exactly what he did to get that year because they said it was machine guns and everything, y'all. And it wasn't one, it was multiple. So anyway, when he did that, 50 Cent was like, oh, this nigga a rat. He had to snitch. How the fuck he gonna get out of jail? How you gonna tell the state? How you gonna tell the state or whatever that you need to get your affairs in order before you get to go to prison? All this shit, 50 Cent talking shit. Now T.I. get out of jail. Him and Tiny get caught up on some other shit or whatever. He go back to jail for the situation because that's his wife. 50 Cent like, oh, well, if T.I. was on probation while Tiny didn't take the charges. T.I. didn't say nothing because he was in prison, but when he got out, he went to that same person that 50 Cent did the interview with, and he had said, anybody that got something to say about my relationship, 50 Cent, mind your fucking business, basically. Like, fast forward, we go through the pandemic, Versus come out, it's popular, it's the shit. Okay, so everybody trying to find out like, oh, who can I do my Versus challenge with? It was fun, you know. The pandemic was a crazy situation, but it was fun and it was very entertaining. T.I. reached out to 50 Cent and was just saying like, oh, he wanted to do the verses with 50 Cent or whatever, which I don't even know why he didn't choose nobody like, well, everybody that he had issues with did. But he could have did it with Jesus, but Jesus did it with Gucci. He could have did it with Ludacris, you know what I'm saying? But then there would be a rival between Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? So he chose 50 Cent. 50 Cent kept declining because, you know, we in the house. He was doing his stars, Power and Power Force, all the other stuff. He had us watching TV or whatever. Oh, I don't rap no more. I do movies and TV shows and stuff now. Well, they actually had a conversation and 50 Cent had said, like, you should call me out on the verses again and I'm going to accept it. So I think that was what T.I. had did. And this happened back last year. So I think that's what T.I. did. If 50 Cent started acting crazy because 50 Cent gonna do what 50 Cent want to do. Because every time somebody try to come at you man to man, you go straight to the woman or their wife, their mother, and stuff like that. You know, T.I. doing interviews and stuff now because he's trying to promote his album. He getting ready to put an album out or whatever. But people are asking him about the whole 50 Cent and T.I. beef, and he's going to answer it. He's making it seem like, oh, you know, he spoke about my wife, and which he did. But T.I. is petty, and that's why he kept calling 50 Cent out or whatever. Because you've been talking shit about me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I be on the same shit T.I. on. If I know you was talking shit about me before, why the fuck would I sit up here and have conversation with you now? Even if we do try to reconcile and keep shit cordial, bitch, I'm still on your ass. We gotta move on. So I had another subject, but I'll bring it up in the next episode. All right, all that messy shit I just gave y'all because I am a messy bitch. The spiritual moment, Tiffy moment. Take that leap of faith, y'all. Take that leap of faith. I know oftentimes when we think about like we're comfortable where we at, but if you want better in life, you have to have faith. Faith is just believing in the unknowing. Like, don't be scared. Take that leap of faith. Let me tell y'all a story. I would still be in Montgomery right now. I really would still be in Montgomery right now because I had a job at the news station and I was getting comfortable. I had my own apartment, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't tripping. And then I was serving at a restaurant on the side. Bundy called me, Keisha, I want you to move to Atlanta. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got an extra bedroom. You should move out here with me. You should move out here with me. And I'm like, Bundy, I'm not going to Atlanta. First of all, I'm a little small country girl, y'all. And I never thought about me being a big fish in a little pond. I was going to work that goddamn pond. I prayed on it. I worked it out. And now I'm out here in Atlanta. And so even now when me and Bundy be going on our little lunch dates or our dinner dates and stuff, I often bring up and be like, Bundy, I can't believe I'm out here in Atlanta. Like, I was cool in Montgomery and, you know, but I would have kept being a small person, a small time person. I probably would never started my YouTube. I probably would have never had no good stories for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was living a very comfortable life. Like, it was almost finna be redundant. I don't know. Like, you know how find the husband, have the kids, and I don't know. Anyway, just don't be scared. Like, if it's something that you want to do in your life, I think you should go out there and do it because we only have one life, y'all. Like, we literally only have one life. And most of y'all be sitting around here thinking like, oh, well, how my family gonna say or what my friends gonna say? Fuck them. Sometimes you gotta do what is best for you. Temp check lesson, something that I've learned this week. I was just talking to my brother the other day, and I was just like, you know, why we don't never have no talent shows when we get with the family and stuff? Like, what is your talent? Because I truly believe that everyone has a talent. And I feel like people who feel like they don't have a talent, it's simply because we was limited resources growing up. And that takes us back to everybody don't really need to be having kids or a lot of kids if you can't afford them because you kind of rob them of opportunities in life. So I feel like, yes, I was a very shy girl growing up, and it's kind of hard to tell now because I be running my mouth all the goddamn time. But I'm still kind of shy now, y'all. Like, I'm just not outside talking to any and everybody. We had this program growing up called Upward Bound, and I was just so shy. My mama just kept saying like, Keisha, do you want to be in the program? You could be in the program. And I'm like, girl, no, I'm scared because my brother and them, well, they was my cousins at the time, but they became my family after my mom passed. But they was just like, Keisha, why you won't come? I'm like, I'm just scared. They would just tell me about their experiences. They would actually stay like on college campuses. Well, it was just one college campus. They was down in Stillman. But they had the opportunity to experience what college would be like and, you know, just try different things. I used to go to summer camp and stuff. But the point I'm making is like when you lack resources, you rob the children of the opportunity to figure out who they are because you got some people who can afford music lessons, gymnastics. It limits you to believe in what you can achieve. I'm right now building a career off of my hobby. Like, you do not want to work at a company or I got to go find a job and work at these jobs forever just to support your family. Because some of y'all continuously having kids and y'all kids be damn near grown and you starting over. Y'all have to figure out what's y'all talent or you're going to always be a slave to the man. Why am I hot today? What pissed me off this week? Two things actually pissed me off this week, y'all. I was at break at work, and first of all, I smelled the breath before I sat down. And I still sat my ass there because I be trying, like I was already too close to the table. And if I had turned away and tried to sit at another table or another chair, he would have been like, it just would have looked weird. It would have looked awkward or whatever. But anyway, I sat there, y'all, and his breath was tearing up my fucking nose. So then I'm up there trying to I'm trying to exhale more than I'm inhaling, okay? He go and get him a honey bun out the machine. Y'all, it smelled like stinky ass honey bun. Like, I was so fucking pissed. I was so pissed. He made me get up and go back to work. I said, fuck the rest of this break, bitch. I went back to the flow. I ain't had time for this. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. Ugh. Y'all really gotta like brush the tongue. Get the back of the and I know niggas because they don't like to wash their ass. Oh, that shit gay wiping in my ass. What y'all be doing about when y'all gotta brush that tongue? Oh, this look like sucking dick. Brush that tongue. Oh, I don't be gagging. I'm not no gagging ass nigga. Your breath stink. Your teeth are running out your head because y'all not brushing y'all teeth and wiping y'all ass. Next segment is temptation. Any bad decisions that I made this week. Oh, Lord. I'll try to live a very positive life, honestly. I do. I'm not in a committed relationship. So I be trying to see what I like. This little young guy I've been talking to. And honestly, he ain't even that much younger than me. He like maybe 3 years younger than me or whatever. This nigga scared. And I'll just be playing with him, a little nice little flirting, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I be telling him like, you want me to take you out? I ain't gonna fuck you if I don't feed you. Really just giving like he a virgin, whatever. But this the crazy part, y'all. He love talking to me. He always want to see me. He want to text me. He want to call me. But he just want to sit up under me. And I don't like that. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me, y'all. I'm going to work on it. Okay. Moving on. Tempo beats. A favorite song that y'all been jamming to this week. Let me find out I'm a rapper too. Tempo beats. Y'all favorite song y'all been jamming to this week. I'm a rapper. K.O. by 2 Chainz featuring Big Sean. When I tell you this was my prime college, oh, this song just so good, y'all. And y'all know 2 Chainz is promoting his book right now, so he's doing like his little tour run with the podcast and stuff. And y'all know I love me some Poor Minds Down, love me some Drea, and I love me some Lex. Just see myself in the girls. And then we all got communication degrees and stuff. That's how I know this shit is for me. But we're not talking about that. Okay. So 2 Chainz, he did their podcast, and he had said that K.O. is his favorite song. And that just did something to my spirit for real, y'all, because I literally have been listening to this song for the last 3 weeks. It's just been keeping me calm. It's like an affirmation song. The song is really good, and I just been listening to it on repeat, and to see that that's his favorite song, it just made me feel good, y'all. I'm like, damn, because you know how like things be aligning? Like, okay, I know this probably happening to y'all. Being I'm a content creator, I oftentimes write down my ideas like, oh, I'm gonna make a video about this. Oh, let me add that to the show. That's what I do. Button told me last night, like, bitch, I want my friend back. Everything's about this show, this YouTube channel, this podcast, this TikTok. Because, bitch, I'm trying to get us out the hood. He'll understand one day. But anyway, I'll write it down below and make a video about it. I'll get on TikTok. Somebody else already made a video about it. Oh, back I was saying, I think it was just aligning because I was thinking about KO. I had already put it back on my playlist. And I was just listening to it over and over again. And to know that his favorite song, he brought it up recently, I was like, damn, bitch, I'm aligned with the universe. All right, y'all know our favorite game. Melt or stay solid. Melt if you falling for that shit. Stay solid if you gonna stand on that shit. Telling your business on social media. I'm gonna be a hypocrite. I'm gonna contradict myself. I am, because I do tell y'all my business, but I also don't tell y'all my business. So it's like, take me back to the parasocial part of this video. Y'all don't know me for real. You know what I tell you. And then still when I tell you stuff, how you know I'm not lying? Oh, you such a real bitch. You will never lie. Thank you. Thank you, bitch. I really can't tell you. I don't know because I do tell y'all my business, but I also don't be telling y'all my business. So it's like I'm melting a little bit, but I'm also standing on that shit. So I'm like a medium ice cube. Like you see the water, you see the puddle, but I'm still an ice cube sitting in that shit. Posting your relationship online. Stay solid. Fuck these niggas and fuck these bitches. These people are out to embarrass you and to get you. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you've been in a very solid relationship, sometime within like this, if you even make it to 5 years, people just start being weird. But I guess it's not bad if you've been with that person that long. I feel like after 2 years of total commitment, I am melting for that shit. Because if I love you, I care about you, I'm gonna post you. Dating a coworker. Now y'all know I done had my it don't always be a lose-lose situation, but in real life, don't fuck with these niggas at work. Leave these niggas alone. I'm just being real. Stay silent for real. Don't fuck with them niggas. Giving and accepting closure. Stay silent. I don't even believe in closure because closure is just another opportunity for them to manipulate you. You've been a fell out with somebody and then 2-3 weeks later they calling you, I've changed, I don't do those things anymore, I'm not that person anymore. Then you start back talking to them and they still showing you the fucking person that you just told they ass that you didn't want them to be. Are you still showing signs of you haven't changed? They still the same fucking person. Let that shit go. If somebody disrespect you or do something out of order, stay silent on that shit for real. Like, closure equals manipulation. Sometimes you be trying to get closure out of like a relationship. Be like, man, I just gotta talk to you one last time and tell you how I feel. Sometimes people just want to tell you in your face that I don't love you no more. They be trying to break your spirit and break your ego. Bitch, just break up with me. Like, hey, I'm moving on. I think you should too. So then next thing you know, y'all fucking this shit again. This gonna be our last time fucking. But then he gonna hit you up 2-3 days later. Man, that pussy was so good the other day. You was crazy. Then now you fucking him again. Now you can't tell your homegirls or nobody that you back fucking this nigga. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Thank y'all for checking the temperature with your girl. The Temperance. Okay. Be sure to like, comment, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the podcast. Y'all, I'm over there on Spotify. I don't really know if my podcasts are now showing up on Apple Music too, but I'm going to keep uploading on Spotify, and eventually I'll let y'all know when they reach our platforms. Love y'all.
Let's go! Drop it down, low. Drop down, drop it down, drop it down.